Lord, have mercy. Mother, how you doing? Sitting downstairs here in the Bobby Dirkens home. I'm talking kind of quieter right now because everybody's upstairs. I'm downstairs. I've been watching some conspiracy TV. It's been a lot of fun. But first of all, if you're brand new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you want to. It don't cost you a dime. So, I don't know if I want to hit that button that costs me nothing. Uh, anyway, got a bunch of people already showing up in here. Let me see. Got Dirty Joe, may there to you. Samuel Pate. Got Parker Henderson. Parker, normally your wife slash brother, uh, shows up here before you, but now you're in here. Take Jackson's in here, may there to you, may there to you. Wholesome Holloway. I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all boys down there, y'all got a Lord. Miami. I told you Manny Diaz was not the one for y'all. I told you. I told you. I wasn't sitting there being a douche. Okay, maybe a little bit, but I wasn't being a douche. I told you I was not impressed with him. But Wholesome Holloway. Everybody, if you don't know Wholesome Holloway, probably one of the, if not the best, Miami Hurricanes commentator. He was kind enough to have me on his show. I'm surprised they didn't ban him for having me on his show. But anyway, Wholesome Holloway, good to see you, brother. You take care of yourself. James is in here. Take Jackson, as I said earlier. A bunch of them in here. Benji Holland. Hey there, Benji Holland. So, yeah, listen to me. I know other people's going to be coming on here. This is just impromptu. That's a new word I learned. But I wanted to throw this out there. A lot of bad stuff's been going on with Clemson football. We know it's sucking. If I had to compare Clemson football to anything right now, it'd be a crusty butthole. Now, I've been telling you for 2 years now that Clemson football has lost its pizzazz, whatever that is. Trevor Lawrence's best year was his first year, and then after that, we all know what happened. You can tell me that they had great numbers and yada yada yada. I'm stealing that from Seinfeld, of course. But the truth is, listen to me, the truth is, the result in the playoff proved it. And what have I been warning Clemson fans for a very long time? I told them that there was a lack of intensity. And I want to go up here and tell you right now. If you take anybody who kind of sort of knows football, you could take the talent that we've had over the past 5 years, and you're getting to the college football playoff. I mean, you'd have to be stupid as piss not to be able to make the college football playoff with the talent we've had. One of the things about coaching a team when you don't have as much talent, let's look at Boise State in the past, especially when Chris Peterson was there. He was taking talent that was lackluster, and he goes in, and to this day, I still think about that Fiesta Bowl with Boise State and Oklahoma. I mean, that was an Adrian Peterson team. I mean, Adrian Peterson could play football, but they did what they did with their talent. The problem is with some teams, when you get world-class talent, you begin to lose your edge of developing. Okay? I believe that the day after we beat Alabama 44 to, 16? The national championship. The very next day, Trevor Lawrence would have been taken first round overall. First pick, first round overall. Now, I know that ended up happening, but I'm just telling you, he didn't have to play another 2 seasons. Unfortunately, the next 2 seasons did not turn out how a lot of us thought it would. And that's bothersome to me. With that said, we are now with DJ. I'm going to say this one more time about DJ. Is DJ overthrowing player? Yes, he is. DJ has got to calm down. If I knew that youngin, and if his daddy sees this, please understand what I'm saying, because I got youngins of my own. I don't want anybody dogging on my babies. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. I wished I could take DJ out to lunch and look at him and say, DJ, you don't know me from Adam, but I just want you to hold still and keep your composure, but I promise this is going somewhere productive. He's like, okay. So say we're just sitting downtown Clemson at the Mellow Mushroom. And he's sitting there and he's looking at me. All of a sudden I reach up there and I just smack the living you-know-what out of him. He's like, whoa, what'd you do that for? And, he's 6'4", 240 pounds. He could kill me easily, I think. And I look, whoa, 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 whoa. He's ran back, he's about to hit me. I look at him and go, do you have the talent? Yeah, I do have the talent. Yeah, you do have the talent, buddy. Everybody in Clemson, that's the uproar about you, pal. Everybody and their brother knows you have the talent, DJ. Get that. Let me tell you this. If somebody was walking out there on the field who didn't have the talent, we wouldn't be in an uproar like this. DJ, you got the talent, all right? You got the talent. Next thing is, stop trying so hard. Every pass you throw does not have to be like you're trying to throw through an iron wall. Son, chill out. You've already screwed up enough. Chill out, relax. If you mess up, no offense, but what's the difference? And I'll guarantee you that youngin will lead us to victory. I really believe in him. My problem comes with not Jeff Scott. I wish Jeff Scott was here. Elliott. Now, let me go ahead and tell you this right now. I want you to take your calculator, and I want you to take $2 million, and I want you to divide it by 52. That's how many weeks in the year is. You're going to get a little over $38,000 per week. So before anybody starts to feel sorry for Tony Elliott, like if he got fired tomorrow, that he wouldn't have... If he got fired tomorrow, unless he blew all his money on hookers and blow, he's okay. So don't be worrying about him. And let me tell you this. He's now in the upper echelon of coaches. Guess what would happen to him? Some team would pull him in there, worst case scenario, and pay him $750,000 a year to be their head coach. Tony Elliott's fine. Okay? His family is fine. My point in this is, one of two things has happened here. Either Elliott's not as good as we think he is, or he is complacent. And that's it. When Jeff Scott, I've said this 9,000 times. Here goes 9,001. When Jeff Scott left the team, what did I tell y'all? I think we lost the wrong coordinator. Nobody wanted to say it. Go trace the history of Jeff Scott when he coached high school football in the state of South Carolina. He took over Blythewood. Blythewood was a 7-on-7 team. They went into 3A football. What did he do? He won a state championship with them. This youngin he can coach football. I'm not saying that Tony can't. What I'm saying is that Tony is getting a lot of credit that I think the truth is Scott was really helping out. Now, listen to me. Anybody... I have received so many private comments. Anybody out there, you're a YouTube creator, or you're on whatever. You don't know. People can send you private comments. I have received private comments telling me how stupid I'm at. All I got to say is we're 2-2, and there's no business why we're 2-2 right now. The only way, listen to me. The only way Georgia scored a touchdown against us We threw an interception that was returned for a touchdown. Their offense couldn't score on us. And I'm almost to the point that you could put George Pickens and Blaylock out there, and we still would have held them. Why? Our defense is world class. Defense did not lose this game against NC State. If you know football, you know that. You can't put a defense out there for 45 minutes and not expect them to get worn out. If I was Brent Venables in the Monday morning coaches meeting, I would have laser cat stared eyes at Tony Elliott going, and what do you expect me to do? While you're over there working out crap, I got to get my ball. And by the way, Brissett, he's done for the season. He's done. Will Shipley is done for another month. We just ran off Lynn J. Dixon. We ran off Ches Malusi, who was fantastic. We ran off DeMarcus Bowman. Nobody, please, for the love of anything that has any brains and not pus for brains, please don't tell me that it's because one of his family members died there in Atlanta. Atlanta is 2.5 hours away from Clemson. It's not like DeMarcus was going to step out of his back dorm room and there was his family members. There they were. No, England's going to have to jump in a vehicle and drive 2.5 hours to Atlanta, Georgia to see them. So go ahead and get rid of that crap. Here's my point. Something is going on, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, even with the losses that we've had, Brent Venables is the man. Other than that, I'm not sure about the rest of it. We got some people in here asking about Skowski. He is listed to play. We'll see where Spector lands and all these other players. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you right now. We're playing Boston College. We're a 15-point favorite. To me, between me and you, I would not be surprised if next week we're talking about our third loss. I'm with you, Strange Days. I don't know where they're getting that. I don't know where they're getting that. I don't know what offense they think is going to show up, because right now between me and you, I don't see any change in our offense. I don't. And you cannot continuously put I don't care if they're world class or not, and we have a world class defense out there for 3/4 of the game and expect them to win the ball. That is the dumbest, piss-minded, puss for brains idea that you could possibly have. I just don't know. Here's what I think they need to do. I think they need to go some wildcat formation. I think they need to start throwing the kitchen sink, because at this point, just be honest with you, I would not be shocked if they lost this week. And it's not because of talent, it's because of coaching. On the offensive side of the ball. Listen, y'all, I've got a bunch of people who's in here commented. Got James in here. Bobby May there, God bless you. Do you think Arkansas will beat Georgia this weekend? Gave a $5 donation. James, I want to stop here and tell you, thank you for donating $5 to the Bobby Dirkens Drink a Beer Fund. I will drink said beer. I'll think about you, not in a weird way. Not like you're dead or something like that. But I will think about it. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. It does truly mean a lot to me. But you said, who do I think? I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. I want to say Georgia's going to win this ball game. But I'm telling you right now, Arkansas looks really good. Unless something stupid happens. I said this on Saturday. Sam Pittman should and will be named NCAA Coach of the Year. Arkansas investment for a very, very long time. I'm just telling you, it is really, really interesting to see how horrible they've been, and now it's just like Pittman's got them rolling. So, congratulations to him. Normally, when you see somebody like it's an offensive line coach and they take over, it doesn't fare that well. He's doing a great job, and I think that we need to focus on that. Let me see. We got Bo Weevil in here. We got Parker Henderson, as I said. Johnny Red Dot. Bo Weevil made their tee. More Miles. We got Red in here. Somebody asked me Florida or Kentucky, Florida. Cousin Nettie. It is hilarious to watch Clemson fall apart after Georgia took their manhood. Not long ago, Clemson fans were talking about being bored with beating everybody by 40. Well, Cousin Eddie, here's what I want to tell you. First of all, your Cousin Eddie from National Lampoon, I love that. That's hilarious. First of all, Clemson is not using their talent on the offensive side of the ball. Second of all, your offense couldn't score a touchdown against us. So it lets me know where our program is, even with 2 losses compared to yours. Because the last time you won a national championship, Ronald Reagan wasn't even president yet, and Michael Jackson was still black. And alive. Much less alive. Still black. So I've got this from a lot of Georgia fans talking about. I still stick by everything I said was 100% true. If Clemson used their talent and came out there and did what they were supposed to do, Georgia would have one loss right now, and it would have been the beginning of the season because y'all's offense looked absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I still expect y'all to wet the bed. You will wet the bed, and I'm quite confident of it. Also, because I know who's coaching your football team, so feel pretty doggone good. You might have won that game against us, but I'm telling you, NC State played us better. And that's to blame on our coaches, but that should give you a nice equilibrium of where y'all are really at. So, anything to make you sleep better at night. So here's what I think is going to happen Monday. First of all, I think we're going to lose this weekend. I think maybe there's Chase Henderson. Chase is in here, maybe there too. Good to see you, Chase. Chase, I got a bowl you need to lunch. Anyway, I won't tell you where it's at. If Clemson loses this week, and I wouldn't be shocked at this point because let me tell you how I know that it's bad. When you hear Dabo Swinney say stuff like, Tony Elliott's brilliant and he didn't just forget football, that is not only a statement to people, that is a statement to his coach. I don't believe you've lost football knowledge. Have you? I'm just telling you. You didn't get me that time. I'm just telling you. There's a lot more going on behind the scenes. Dabo's good in front of the mic. I know everybody's like, Dabo Swinney is very good behind the mic. Do you think that behind closed doors he's looking at Tony Elliott going, hey, we're buddies? No, I don't believe that. I believe he's looking at him going, I believe in you. I've trusted you. You do a lot of good things. It's not that you're a bad football coach. I believe you're either A, complacent, or you hadn't developed yourself enough. But we will not continue playing football like this. I'm just telling you. But I believe Clemson's going to lose this ball game. Not because of swinging. Not because of Venables. But because of the offense. The lack of development with the football team. With the quarterback. I still stand beside DJ. I believe DJ is a fantastic quarterback. But at this point, to motivate him, I would bench him this next game and start Fomachop. I would. I'm just being honest with you. I would start Fomachop. And if DJ looks at me and goes, "Wow, you need to sit over there and look for a second." Fomachop does have more experience than you. Now, between me and you, I think a DJ, once he gets it together, will be worlds better than Fomachop. But guess what? DJ is something that no Clemson quarterback's been in quite a while. 2-2. And maybe it would help him develop. Now, listen, I have sons. You have to challenge them. Doesn't mean you like. Listen to me. If you send a youngin out there and you don't challenge them, that means you don't care about them. Do you hear me? I know the world around you tells you otherwise, but they're idiots. If you love your youngins, sometimes you gotta bench them. Period. You understand? And if you don't, you might need to think about some stuff. I would at least start incorporating Fomachop in. Might even bring in that Taylor youngin and get him to play. But Monday, I would not be surprised if, well, we lost the game, but the offense coordinator, we love them, and we stand by Tony, and we stand by Duflachi Jones, and Maurice Williams, and blah, blah, blah. Folks, I can go ahead and see this happening. I'm going to tell you right now, hell is going to freeze if we have 3 losses Monday. And guess what happens? Clemson Nation is not going to be okay. I don't even care if it's with Dabo. He's going to be in a place he hasn't been in since his second full season when he went 6-7. Listen to me. If you don't have the talent, you should have a slump season. Clemson still has the talent, folks. I'm just being honest. I've had people tell me, well, you're going to have slumps here and there. That only happens when you don't have the talent. Grow a brain. Use it. Clemson should not be where they're at right now. They should not be, especially this weekend. And Dave Doran knows it. Well, listen, y'all, I'm going to let y'all go. I got to go pee-pee. Bad. And then I might go take off my shirt and let my wife see me. With no shirt on. That'd be a treat for her. Alright, I'm Bobby Dirkens. Hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, hit the comments below. Please say some of the worst things you possibly can. That's always fun. I'm Bobby Dirkens. You keep showing up.